Pollination can occur in several ways depending on the agents involved. These agents are classified into two broad categories: abiotic pollination, non-living agents, and biotic pollination, living agents. Abiotic pollination includes anemophily, which is wind pollination seen in grasses, maize, and wheat. Pollen is light and produced in large quantities. Flowers are usually not colorful or fragrant. Hydrophily, or water pollination, occurs in aquatic plants like Valisneria and Hydrilla. Pollen floats and is carried by water currents. Biotic pollination includes entomophily, which is insect pollination, the most common type. Bees, butterflies, moths, beetles, and ants are common pollinators. Flowers are often colorful, fragrant, and have nectar. Ornithophily, or bird pollination, involves hummingbirds and sunbirds as primary agents. Flowers are bright, usually red or orange, with tubular shapes. Chiropterophily, or bat pollination, involves bats pollinating large, night-blooming flowers. Flowers are dull-colored but produce strong scents. Malacophily, or snail and slug pollination, is rare and found in some tropical plants. Anthropophily, or human-assisted pollination, involves artificial or manual pollination used in agriculture, especially for crops like vanilla. Pollinators like bees are under threat from habitat loss, pesticide use, climate change, and disease. The decline in pollinator populations can severely impact food production and ecosystems. There's hope in planting native flowers, reducing pesticide use, and supporting organic farming to help save our pollinators. Pollination is a silent but powerful force of nature, an everyday miracle that fuels life on Earth. By understanding and protecting this vital process, we ensure a healthier, greener future for generations to come. Intro music or visuals of blooming flowers, narrator. Welcome to the fascinating world of flowers and the magic they hold. Today, we dive into one of the most crucial processes in the life cycle of plants, pollination. Scene: flowers swaying in the breeze, bees flying, narrator. Pollination is the process by which pollen grains are transferred from the male part of the flower, called the anther, to the female part, known as the stigma. This transfer is essential for the fertilization of plants and the production of fruits and seeds. Without pollination, most plants wouldn't be able to reproduce. This means no flowers, no fruits, and no food for many organisms, including us. Section title: The Importance of Pollination, narrator. Pollination plays a critical role in maintaining biodiversity, supporting agriculture, and sustaining life on Earth. In fact, over 75% of the world's flowering plants and 35% of global crops depend on pollinators for reproduction. From apples to almonds, cucumbers to coffee, many of the foods we love are the result of successful pollination. Title: New Foundations of Pollination, Beyond the Buzz, Opening Music or Visual, narrator. Welcome to a world where flowers flirt, bees hustle, and the future of food depends on invisible forces. But today, we're not just talking about honeybees. We're digging into the new foundations of pollination. Cue visuals, slow-motion shots of different pollinators: bees, butterflies, bats, wind-blown fields. Narrator: pollination. It's not just about bees landing on flowers. It's an intricate system that now includes overlooked players, novel science, and urgent environmental shifts. Let's break it down. Narrator: bees? Yes, they're crucial, but they're not alone. New research spotlights diverse pollinators like beetles, flies, moths, birds, and even mammals like bats and lemurs. Some crops, like cocoa and durian, rely more on flies or bats than bees. So next time you snack on chocolate, think a midge. Narrator: here's a twist. Climate change is now a major pollination factor. Shifting temperatures, erratic rainfall, and altered flowering times can desynchronize plants and their pollinators. Think of it as a dance where one partner shows up late or never. Narrator: let's zoom in closer. Microscopic closer. Flowers and pollinators each have microbiomes, communities of bacteria and fungi that influence scent, nectar quality, and even pollinator behavior. It's a microbial matchmaking system we're only beginning to understand. Narrator: let's zoom in closer. Microscopic closer. Flowers and pollinators each have microbiomes, communities of bacteria and fungi that influence scent, nectar quality, and even pollinator behavior. It's a microbial matchmaking system we're only beginning to understand. Section 4. Tech Meets Nature Narrator. The new foundation isn't just biological, it's digital. Scientists now use AI, remote sensing, and gene editing to track pollinator networks, identify decline hotspots, and even breed climate-resilient crops that better attract pollinators. Section 5. Rethinking Conservation Narrator. Pollination used to be a side note in ecology. Now it's a centerpiece of sustainability. Urban gardens, wildflower corridors, pesticide-free zones, they're more than pretty spaces. They're pollinator life support. Conclusion. Narrator. Pollination is evolving. It's not just bees on blossoms. It's a global, dynamic, and fragile system. Understanding its new foundations isn't just good science. It's essential for food, forests, and the future. Closing visual. A flower opening in time-lapse, then fading into a bustling farmer's market. Narrator. So the next time you see a pollinator at work, remember, you're witnessing a miracle rooted in biology, shaped by climate and powered by nature's hidden forces.